Big picture on AMD, the monthly chart suggests price is range bound between $100 and $135. Little picture on the daily chart, you can see that this bull trap did work once before when price was range bound. The question is it going to work a second time? Potentially the resistance support traders are not buying it for a second time, actually a third time. So we're going to say this is daily buyers at the 106, parentheses, bear trap. Now before we continue with the analysis, let's look at this article. And this is coming from the Motley Fool. This magnificent AI stock is about to witness a solid turnaround. So AMD sank 7% following second quarter 2023 earnings report that was released on August 1st. That was despite reporting better than expected numbers, indicating that its PC business has bottomed out. Even though AMD's guidance for the current quarter suggests the worst may be behind the company, the stock was hit hard by a broader sell-off. And that sell-off continues, specifically in the NASDAQ. It looks like Wall Street was expecting more from AMD on the AI front, an area where the company has failed to gain traction so far due to a lack of a competitive chip. AMD's AI accelerators are yet to hit the market, allowing rival Nvidia to capture a big chunk of this hot growth opportunity. But savvy investors can use AMD's latest pullback to buy its shares. There's tremendous demand for AI chips in China, which isn't surprising as the adoption of this technology is set to increase nicely in this market. According to market research firm IDC, the AI market in China is expected to generate $26.4 billion in revenue in 2 years as compared to $12 billion last year. This explains why the market for AI hardware is expected to increase to nearly $15 billion in 2026 from $8 billion last year. So there was a bunch of Chinese tech companies recently that put in an order for $5 billion worth of Nvidia's chips. However, Nvidia can't supply the world. That's where AMD comes in. AMD is looking to capitalize on the supply shortage of AI chips in the Chinese market. Responding to an analyst query on the last earnings conference call, CEO Lisa Su said that she sees an opportunity to develop products for our customer set in China that is looking for AI solutions, and we'll continue to work in that direction. All right, so the big thing is the data center, right? You need these data centers, which are in the cloud, to compute all this AI algorithm calculations. AMD struggled in the data center segment last year, reporting a year-over-year decline of 11% to $1.3 billion on account of weak demand from enterprise customers and the ongoing inventory correction at cloud customers. So you saw like Google and Microsoft and Facebook, at least Facebook, right, the year of efficiency. So they're kind of cutting back on some of their expenses. However, the company sees a solid long-term opportunity in the market, pointing out that the market for AI accelerators alone could be worth $150 billion in 4 years. It witnessed a sevenfold growth in AI engagement last quarter with customers who are looking to deploy its MI250 and MI300 accelerators. Management expects this ramp and the company's ongoing AI engagement to translate into significant gains in the data center business in the second half of the year. More specifically, AMD expects its 2023 data center revenue to exceed 2022's figure of $6 billion. All right, so let's go back to the charts. And here's a quick analogy for you basketball players. If LeBron is the Nvidia and Bronny James is the Intel and AMD is the Bryce, well, Bryce is now 6'6". Bronny is a very athletic 6'3" guard, but many are saying that Bryce could be better than Bronny. And in the case of AMD, It was trailing Intel in many categories and kind of overshot them in recent years. Now, Bronny, in my opinion, will never be better than LeBron, and so AMD will never catch Nvidia. AMD will always be inferior to Nvidia's intellectual intelligence and property. All right, so with that said, Bronny is projected to continue to get better and may have a shot at the NBA. AMD is projected to continue to move higher over the longer term as they enter the AI race against Nvidia. Now, getting back to the charts. The broader market has pulled back. However, AMD's pretty been resilient, right? A pullback in AMD would have been if price would have breached and closed below the daily buys level and hit the bottom of the range, but it hasn't as of yet. So where can you buy? Well, ideally, this $100 level is looking very juicy. However, price may find a floor again because you have the 100-day daily moving average moving into the zone. But again, all of it depends on the broader markets. The move in the stock is 40% based on the broader market, 40% based on its sector, and 20% based on news from that particular company. So it's all about what the broader market's going to do. And that's why I love this level here at 100. Not only is it a round hole psychological number, but if you look on the bigger picture, it's the bottom of the range. And that level is and was previous resistance, support, resistance, should become support. If you do get long over the coming weeks, look to take some off at the table at the upper end of the range at 135. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. Please like the video.